Urban Drop.
Welcome to the Urban Drop, coming live straight to you from the streets of Soweto. I'm your host, Sepp Mukwena, aka King T, and of course, you know I do not ride alone. I ride with my crazy ninja, Skada.
Hey, what's up, South Africa? Welcome to the show. This is the Urban Drop, the #1 music show in the land. I hope you're ready to entertain for the next 10 minutes.
Unfortunately, we don't have him with us in studio, but we're going to cross live over to her later on when she reads your tweets. But don't forget, coming up on the show today, we have an upcoming artist called ABC. He's a hip-hop artist that's going to come through, chill with us. We're going to talk about his career and his plans for the future. And plus, we've got an exclusive music video from the Arrow featuring Olive called Black and White. And don't forget, today's topic is about pop music. We're going to talk about Generation Y and Generation X. Which pop music do you like, internationally or locally? But we'll get to that straight after that. Welcome back to the Urban Drop. Earlier on in the show, I promised you Mr. ABC. What kind of hip-hop music do you do?
I think my music is good, but like soulful music, because I make music with sense, more conscious.
Yeah.
Give me all a young freestyle. Our standard of rap will never be equal. Y'all sweeter than demons, the scene is lethal, facts are deceitful. ABC sequel, I'm heartless, my future seems about sparkless. I think about it more often. LEDs have been darkened, I'm abducted, and my conscious lately these rappers are artless. What I think they should do, just grow a garden of options.
The hip-hop game has found a new game player, which is going to be very big. I'll ask you two questions in terms of pop. I'm going to give you A, B, C, and you must choose one. Where does pop actually originate from? Britain, USA, or Italy?
I think the first one was Britain, I think.
Okay. Now, characteristics of pop. Is it rock and roll, jazzy elements, catchy, and has a melody?
I think it's catchy and it has a melody.
Okay, definitely. Well, you got those answers right.
Thanks.
Thank you, Ms. ABC, for being here. We're gonna head off to Skylo in the streets of Soweto, talking about pop music in terms of X generation and Y generation.
Pop music is the genre of popular music that produces the most hits. Songs that became hits almost always share certain features that are sometimes called the pop music formula. Pop music, often called simply pop, is contemporary music and a common type of popular music distinguished from classical or arts music and from folk music. The term does not refer specifically to a single genre or sound, and its meaning is different depending on the time and place. Popular music began in the US in the 1930s with the lively new music called Swing Bing Crosby, and Frank Sinatra sang with big swing bands and later became solo. During the 1950s, rock and roll, a louder and more exciting type of pop music, emerged with songs about youthful rebellion and teenage love. What's up, Fuzanzi? I'm still roaming the streets of Soweto, trying to find out from the peeps what they think about pop music, whether they prefer Generation X or Generation Y. So I'm about to go find myself a couple of victims to hear what they have to say. So I've got Bongeni, aka FK, at Ekasi Kitchen in Soweto, and I want to find out from him what he thinks about this topic. How are you doing, my guy?
Yeah, man, I'm good.
I'm good, thank you. So please tell me, do you prefer Generation X or Generation Y, and why?
Well, I prefer Generation X because I've been all about my conscious, like I want to learn about some things, things that I can do and so forth. So I prefer old school hop because I've been listening to Michael Jackson, and what he's been saying is real, man.
Yeah.
You should learn from him. So yeah.
Well, you heard it from Bongeni. He's all about Generation X. Now I want to find someone who has a different opinion.
I prefer Generation Y.
Okay, and why is that?
Yeah, like currently, those people are old Asian. I prefer the latest.
So I heard it from my nigga Sia. He's all about the Y generation, as opposed to the guy before who's all about the X generation. Well, I would say that I'm all about the Y generation because I'm all about the new school, man. So we're gonna go back into the studio with my girl Paul, who will be reading your tweets and your Facebook to hear your opinion on this topic. Paul, skip on, get it!
Thank you, Skazla. I wish I was with you guys in the streets of Soweto. Nonetheless, on Twitter we have at Miss_Roy. Y'all are killing the show. I love you guys. We love you too, baby girl. At Disco, South African hip hop is making waves. As for the pop icon, I totally agree with you over there. Crossing over to Facebook, we have Lerato Lira. I'll go for Generation X, my all-time favorite, the late Michael Jackson and Prince. Let's bow down to those kings, guys. The last one, Jabs. I'm a huge fan of hashtag Generation Y. CC is a good pop artist and is representing South Africa. That is totally true, guys. Now, y'all can communicate with us and still talk to us about Generation X and Y on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram at Urban Drop. Don't forget that, at Urban Drop. From your girl, I love y'all and enjoy. Take it over, King T.
Thank you so much, Paul, for all the comments on all our social media platforms. Don't forget, it is at Urban Drop.
Guys, we have come to the end of such an amazing show.
Which
Hope
is
you
so
guys
sad.
enjoyed. Actually, I know you guys enjoyed it.
Definitely. But you know, as we promised you, that we're going to run out with an exclusive music video from Arrow featuring Olive called Black and White. There you guys have it. Mwah. Love you from King T.
And from Skada, out in the streets of Soweto, thank you so much for joining us. This is the Urban Drop. Peace out.
Bye.
The truth is, I don't know what the truth is. What I want isn't in my sight. The worst is, I don't know what the best is. Loving you is never black and white. Taking our chances. Will you fight for me? Will you fight for us? Ooh, taking our chances. Will you fight for me? Or will you give up? Stay, baby, stay. We can make it through, you'll see. When the sparks fade, and it's you and me. Stay, baby, stay. Oh, we can make it through, you'll see. When the color's gone, love remains in between. Holding on to something I can't feel. Walking blindly into your light, but you don't reach for me. And as I dream, I see loving you was never black and white. Ooh, taking our chances. Will you fight for me? Will you fight for us? Ooh, taking our chances. Will you fight for me? Or will you give up? Stay, baby, stay. Oh, we can make it through, you'll see. When the sparks fade, and it's you and me. Stay, baby, stay. Oh, we can make it through, you'll see. When the color's gone, love remains in between. Stay, baby, stay. We can make it through, you'll see. When the sparks fade, and it's you and me. Stay, baby, stay. We can make it through, you'll see. When the color's gone, love remains in between.
Love remains in between. Love remains in between.
we had to do it.